everybody, welcome to Christy Dawn's Cooking, and today I'm going to share with you the dish that I am probably asked to make the most by my extended family whenever we have family gatherings, and that's Patti LaBelle's Over the Rainbow macaroni and cheese. This, I do tweak it some, so I'll share with you exactly how I do it. I do change it a little bit from the way she does it, but I hope you enjoy this. It is absolutely incredible. You can see the cheese. This is macaroni and cheese. This is the way it's supposed to be. So stay with me and I'm going to show you exactly how I make this incredible dish. So to make this amazing macaroni and cheese, you need to obviously start with some macaroni, and I like to use Barilla. I remember being in northern Italy and seeing the Barilla factories everywhere, and I kind of think, hey, if it's good enough for Italians, it's definitely good enough for us. So I've always bought Barilla. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to go ahead. I got some pot of hot water on the stove, almost to boil, and I added about a tablespoon of salt to it. You must salt the water when you're making pasta. All Italians do that. You have to add some flavor to every layer when you're cooking. So once that gets going, I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. It's almost there. And these only take 7 minutes. It's a really quick pasta. So to the cheese. We talked about the macaroni, now we're at the cheese. The cheese I have in here, and I went ahead and grated it. I have 1 cup of grated sharp cheddar, 1 cup of grated mild cheddar, 1 cup of grated Muenster, and 1 cup of grated Monterey Jack. And I also have in here 1 cup of cubed into small little pieces Velveeta. I have all these wonderful cheeses. Then we have Velveeta in here, and you can see it right there. Velveeta just kind of like binds it all together. It's just one of those tricks, I know. So anyway, so those are the 5 cheeses that are in this bowl. Okay, so to this, check my water, it's still going. Okay, so to this, we're going to add 2 lightly beaten eggs, 2 cups of half and half, all right, this is rich. 1 stick of melted butter. Now you know why my family loves this so much. And I let it cool, because I don't want to put this in here hot, because then it would melt everything, and we don't want that to do that quite yet. I have 1/8 of a teaspoon of seasoned pepper and 1/4 of a teaspoon of seasoned salt. Go ahead and sprinkle that in. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get all this mixed up really, really well. And then all we need to do is when the elbow macaroni is done, we'll go ahead and add that to this. And when they are done and have been well drained, I will bring you back and show you how all this comes together and how we bake it. And I'll show you also too, if you want to bake it to save for later, I'll show you what you need to do. So be right back. So the 7 minutes is up, and I went ahead and drained the elbow macaroni really, really well. You want to make sure you get as much of the moisture out as possible, because you don't want to put that added water into here. So I'm going to go ahead now and add that to the cheese mixture and give this a really good stir. Now, I heard Patti LaBelle talk about this recipe one time in an interview, and she was saying that this was the favorite dish of Elton John. Whenever Elton John would visit, she would make this for him, and he absolutely loved it. And now we know why. This is so good. So make sure it gets mixed very, very well. I mean, who wouldn't love this with the butter and the half and half and the 5 cheeses and the little bit of macaroni in here just to kind of hold all the cheeses together. Okay, that looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead now and put this in a buttered, or I just did some cooking spray, a 9 by 13 baking dish. Okay, put all this in here. Make sure you get everything out, all the goodies. All right, okay. That looks pretty good. Smooth it out a little bit. Okay, now Patti LaBelle, in her recipe, she would go ahead and put more cheese on top. I'm not going to do that because my family actually likes it a little bit crispy. So I'm going to cook it just like this, uncovered, 350 degrees for 35 minutes. If you want to make this ahead of time, what I highly suggest, and I'll put this in the directions as well, go ahead and par bake this for 20 minutes. And what that means is you're actually just kind of like setting it, because if you were to put this in your refrigerator to let it sit for like the next day, what's going to happen is all of the juice, all the, the butter and the half and half, all the yummy juices, everything's going to sink down. And so the top is going to get kind of dry. Ask me how I know this, because I did this one time. So this is the trick now that I do if I want to serve this, later on. Par bake it for 20 minutes, and then when I go to serve it, the day that I want to serve it, I'll go ahead and I'll bring it to room temperature and cover it and bake it for 30 minutes. But for right now, it's going to go right into the oven, and we're going to bake it for 35 minutes, and we'll be back. I'll show you exactly what it looks like. So the macaroni and cheese has been in the oven for about 35 minutes, and oh my goodness, it looks and smells so good. Look at that. Ooh. That is fantastic macaroni and cheese. I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know if you make it and what you think. It is absolutely spectacular, and Elton John can't be wrong. It's his favorite dish. So I hope you all enjoy this. Please take good care. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It helps me out so much, and I really appreciate it. So take good care.